Risk is the ghost that haunts every software project, right? So, welcome to another NUCIDA video about mitigation of risks. It is the unseen force that can derail timelines, inflate budgets, lead to a product that fails to meet user expectations. In its simplest form, risk is the possibility of something bad happening. It is any uncertainty that, if it materializes, could negatively impact your project's objectives. A risk could be a technical hurdle you did not anticipate. A risk could be a key team member resigning unexpectedly. A risk could be a critical third-party service going offline right before a major launch. Ignoring these possibilities is like sailing a ship into a storm without checking the weather forecast. You might get lucky, but the chances of a disastrous outcome are significantly higher. Managing risk is not about eliminating it entirely. That's impossible. It's about making it visible and manageable. It is a proactive discipline, not a reactive panic. The goal is to reduce the probability of a negative event and to minimize its impact if it does occur. Every successful software endeavor begins not with a line of code, but with a thoughtful plan. This initial plan does not need to be an exhaustive, multi-hundred-page document. Such documents are often brittle and become obsolete quickly. Instead, start with a concise and clear plan that outlines the essential pillars of your project. Primary business goals, key features that deliver value, major milestones or deadlines. This clarity defines success and what threatens it. A crucial and often overlooked part is documenting assumptions. An assumption is anything you believe to be true but haven't proven. Third-party API availability and performance. New technology will be easy to integrate. Access to a specific subject matter expert. Writing assumptions down is powerful. It forces teams to confront unverified beliefs. Each assumption is a potential risk in disguise. With a foundational plan in place, the next step is to actively search for the specific risks that could threaten your project. Many risks are not unique. They are common patterns across projects. Your first sweep should identify these usual suspects. Developing features based on incorrect or incomplete requirements. Leading the team to build a perfectly engineered solution to the wrong problem. Overly optimistic time estimation causing a cascade of delays. Key person departure can paralyze a team. Unforeseen integration problems can halt progress. Foster open communication with your team, your users, your stakeholders. Simple, direct questions are most effective. What are we worried about? What could go wrong next week? What feels fragile? Use quick likelihood and impact ratings, low, medium, high, to leverage the team's collective wisdom. After identifying a list of potential risks, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. You cannot and should not address every single risk with the same level of intensity. Trying to do so consumes resources and halts progress. Focus on threats that most endanger success. Use a simple 2x2 risk matrix. Plot likelihood from low to high. Plot impact from low to high. Categorize to triage quickly. Prioritize high likelihood, high impact risks. Example, a critical database on old hardware, high impact. Low likelihood, have contingencies. High likelihood, low impact. Improve process, low impact, low likelihood. Accept and monitor. Choose to avoid, mitigate, transfer, or accept, together, and make the rationale clear. One of the biggest sources of risk in software development is uncertainty, especially with new technologies, complex business logic, poorly understood requirements. Facing a daunting unknown, the worst move is a big, irreversible guess. Instead, run a small targeted experiment. Design it to be fast, cheap, and to provide concrete data. Replace assumptions with facts. Build a prototype or conduct a technical spike. Answer a specific question, expose hidden complexity, and estimate real effort before you commit. The quality and structure of your codebase can be a source of risk or a tool for mitigating it. Comprehensive, automated testing fortifies your code. Tests act as a safety net for regressions. Unit tests verify small, isolated pieces. Integration tests ensure components work together. End-to-end tests validate real journeys. Run tests automatically on every commit. This is core to continuous integration and continuous delivery. Find issues early when they're small. Make releases routine and low risk. Code review adds a second pair of eyes to catch logic bugs, security issues, and convention drift. Pair programming improves quality and spreads knowledge. Track technical debt and pay it down with refactors, upgrades, and better tests to keep velocity healthy. While technical risks get attention, the human element is often the biggest uncertainty and source of failure. Key person dependency is a major risk, where critical knowledge lives in one mind. If that person goes on vacation, gets sick, or leaves, the team can be paralyzed. The cost is delays and frantic reverse engineering. Spread knowledge across the team. Rotate responsibilities like production support and deployments. Ensure more than one person knows critical ops tasks. Maintain clear runbooks and architecture diagrams. Pairing shares tacit context and rationale. Do knowledge sharing sessions and streamline onboarding. Plan for external dependencies with SLAs, fallbacks, and tested failovers. No matter how carefully you plan and how thoroughly you test, things will go wrong in production. A server will fail, a bug will slip through, or a sudden spike will overload the system. The risk is being unprepared. Readiness is part of mitigation. Start with robust monitoring and alerting. Track error rates, latency, CPU, and memory. Instrument the system to tell you when it's sick. Tie metrics to sensible, actionable alerts. Avoid alert fatigue. Include context and runbooks. Have a pre-written tested rollback plan. Practice rollback under pressure. Run incident drills, assign roles, and improve via blameless reviews. Risk will always be part of building software. You cannot wish it away. You cannot eliminate it entirely. However, you are not powerless. Adopt small, consistent habits. Use simple, practical tools. Transform risk into a managed part of your process. Make it continuous, not a one-time ceremony. Find risks early with a clear plan. List assumptions. Make risks visible with a shared risk log. Prioritize by likelihood and impact. Reduce uncertainty with small, fast experiments. Break work into small, valuable pieces. Automate tests and builds for fast feedback. Share knowledge generously to build resilience. Backup and test restores. Monitor production. Practice incident responses. And make improvements after every failure. So, that wraps it up. If you find this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Happy testing, and see you next time.